I'm Dr. Sri. I'm a board certified family medicine and sports medicine doctor. And in my clinical practice, I see two subset of patients. So one subset are my athletes, where sometimes I might have to advise them to cut back on their volume of exercise. And then I have another subset of patients who might be struggling with a lot of lifestyle related diseases such as like heart disease, hypertension, diabetes. And I try to help them to get started with the exercising habit that would help them a lot. Unfortunately, we all know that starting with an exercise habit sometimes can be hard for most people. So in this video, I'm going to discuss why is it so and how to overcome that. So without further ado, let's get started. It is without any doubt, based on numerous pieces of evidence that we have, that exercise is the best medicine known to mankind that can promote one's health. So exercise can aid in weight loss, it can reduce the risk of low bone mass, it can help to combat fatigue, it can decrease the risk of memory loss as one ages, it can promote better sleep, it can improve libido and sexual function, it can decrease the risk of heart disease, it can decrease the risk of diabetes and several types of cancer, it can help the skin to glow, and it can also decrease the risk of chronic pain. So most people who regularly exercise not only know the physical benefits that they get, but they also know the mental health advantages that they get from exercise. So for example, I use exercise to help elevate my mood, which in turn helps me to accomplish daily tasks more easily. Sometimes when I have a bad day, I use exercise to recover from it. We also know from evidence that exercise can improve one's mood, and it also decreases the feelings of depression, anxiety, and stress. So despite these numerous benefits, I always find patients struggling to start with the exercising habit. And for most of these people, exercise is probably the missing medicine that can help them significantly. So patients often share a variety of reasons for not exercising regularly. Some mention that time constraint is a big barrier. A lack of access to a gym or a safe neighborhood might be another barrier. Sometimes even a lack of motivation. Some people can face physical barriers such as knee pain, foot pain, or back pain that limits their capacity for exercise. So in my years of experience, one common thing that I find people struggle with is that they have this mentality of perfectionist mindset. For example, they want to make sure that they hit 30 to 60 minutes of intense activity daily. They want to push their limits on every workout. They're trying to mimic the athlete mindset. And because of these perfectionist mindset, they keep procrastinating the exercise. So while the recommendation is to engage in 30 minutes of exercise daily for at least 5 days a week, including 2 days of strength training and incorporating stretching exercises, I don't expect people to immediately meet these guidelines from the outset. My hope for them is to take the first step and begin. So one crucial question to ask yourself is that whether exercise is considered a priority for you or not. And if the answer is no, then it becomes challenging to start developing the exercise habit. So for example, I personally value exercise so important that I'm willing to give up other opportunities that might interfere to maintain my exercise routine. So for example, if someone comes and offers me maybe like $500 an hour to give up that exercise slot, I would decline. Again, the outsiders might think this is a great opportunity that I'm declining, but for me, giving up the exercise slot is not a good deal for me. So that's how much I value exercise. So therefore, when I value exercise so much, then I start to find creative ways to start incorporating exercise into my routine. So right now, if you feel like your exercise is not a priority, I would highly recommend to invest some time to educate about the benefits of exercise. Once you start to understand the importance of exercise, then it becomes easier to integrate exercise into your life. So for example, there are days when I've incorporated exercise during playtime with my daughter, or I find creative methods to stay active. Again, when you have the will to exercise, then you'll find a way to fit into your life. So setting a realistic goal is another essential step. For example, I know that I cannot commit to 30 minutes of exercise daily, but I can commit to 50 minutes of exercise daily. So that's a easily achievable target for me. If I've got more time a particular day and I can do more, that's a bonus for me, but I want to ensure that I at least get 15 minutes of exercise daily. So for someone just starting their exercise journey, I would recommend at least starting with an easily attainable goal, which could even be 5 minutes of exercise daily. So once you maintain consistency with a 5-minute routine, I'm pretty confident that you'll naturally extend the duration over the next few months. It is also important to consider potential barriers when planning out your routine. For example, a 15-minute workout for me happens in my basement on a treadmill. So before I had the treadmill, I would perform a circuit of jumping jacks, shadow boxing, box jumps, and kettlebell cleans, and I'll repeat the sequence for several sets. So whatever your situation, plan around your barriers. There will inevitably be days where the temptation to skip is strong, but realistic goals helps you to diminish the need for an immense amount of willpower to combat procrastination. So for example, for me, 15 minutes is something that even on unmotivated days, I can still get that workout done. But let us say if I'm going to plan for an hour-long workout duration, and let's say I got a bad day, that particular day, I'm more likely to skip that workout. So when you're starting with your exercise journey, make sure that you choose a workout that is not very high intense. For example, sometimes I see people that they want to start the exercise journey and then they join CrossFit and they are motivated for maybe like a couple of days or so, and after that they give up their exercise journey. When you're starting with your fitness, start with a low intensity exercise and gradually build the capacity for exercise, and also you're also building your willpower so that you can stay consistent with exercise, and then you can start to introduce more challenging workouts in the future. So for me, running on a treadmill at a speed of 7.2 miles per hour with a 2 to 3% incline for 15 minutes, even though it might register as moderate to vigorous in terms of intensity based on heart rate, but since I'm accustomed to this level of activity, it's not overly challenging and therefore it doesn't demand a significant willpower from me either. So in contrast, if I have to engage in high intensity interval training workouts such as sprinting every day, that could lead to procrastination due to its demanding nature. Similarly, in strength training, performing 8 to 12 repetitions per set with a 1-minute rest feels more manageable compared to executing supersets or giant sets without adequate rest. So especially for those with busy lifestyles, keeping your workout straightforward is going to be very helpful. For example, I serve multiple roles as like a full-time physician, as a family medicine, sports medicine doctor, team physician role, and then a content creator on the side. So keeping workout straightforward is very helpful. So maybe in the future, if I have more time for recovery and stuff like that, then I'll probably explore more challenging workouts. But right now, I want to keep it straightforward. So not only that, simplifying your exercise approach, it helps in building consistency. Especially as you start to tick off your fitness goals, the joy and satisfaction that you get will make it easier to stick with and develop your routine. So here's my favorite Bruce Lee quote that helps me, and I hope that is going to also help you to succeed with your fitness journey. So Bruce Lee said, "Be water, my friend. Empty your mind. Be formless, shapeless like water. Now you put water in a cup, it becomes a cup. You put water into a bottle, it becomes a bottle. You put it in a teapot, it becomes a teapot. Now water can flow or it can crash. Be water, my friend." So this quote highlights the crucial qualities of adaptability, flexibility, and resilience, all of which is so important to make sure that you're consistent with an exercise routine. So just as water can adapt to the shape of the container, one might have to adjust their workout to suit their physical condition, their circumstances, and so forth. So let me share a personal story of mine. So basically 2 years ago, I started developing low back pain and I had radiating groin pain. And at that time, I was unable to maintain that exercise routine that I had planned. But instead of giving up on the exercise, what I did is that I modified the workout. Like we talked about how the water adapts to the shape of the container, I changed my workout such a way it adapts to my current circumstance at that time, and I was able to continue with exercises. So let us say if I had completely stopped exercising altogether, being adamant that I would only follow the exercise routine that I had planned, at this time I would be in a lot of frustration and depression. So this is where being flexible is so important to make sure that you succeed with your exercise journey. So encountering setbacks is a natural part of any journey. The key is to modify your workout plan and remain consistent, ensuring continual progress rather than stagnation. By embracing the flexibility to adapt, you enhance your resilience and capacity to maintain your fitness journey over the long term. I hope this video gave you some helpful tips to make sure that you take the first step today. And if you're completely new to fitness and you have no idea how to get started with exercising, what exercises to perform, how much cardio that you should be doing and stuff like that, then make sure that check out this video here. And if you found this video really helpful, please make sure to hit the like button and post some appreciated comments in the comment box below so this video can reach more people. Okay? And I'll see you in my next video. Until then, goodbye.